Okay, so here is the damage that was done on our chicken coop. You see the hole? Hubby put a piece of wood on the other side so that this would still be secure. But anyway, I'm going to start amending my soil for next year. This is August, so I'm starting a little bit early. So I'm going to start by cleaning out their area here, which is a total mess. I need to replace this with fresh hay, and I'm going to put all of this into my tomato bed. So I'm going to load it into this pot, which I have. This was just the closest thing I had to a bucket right now. So I'm going to put all this in here and on into my tomato bed. Okay, so this is basically the condition that the bed was left in. There's still a few sunflowers in here. Molly's checking it out. So I ended up using this glove to pull out the hay and poop, and there's some feathers mixed in there which won't hurt the compost any. So I'm going to start composting this area, and then I'm probably going to start pulling out the sunflowers. And that's what I'm doing, starting my amending for next year. I don't want to move the tomatoes because I have these T-posts set up for them to climb on. So I just want to get this nice and amended for next year. And I'm starting in August, so hopefully it'll work out good for next year. Okay, so I composted the hay and the chicken manure around this T-post. And I will do that with all the T-posts that are here. I pulled out the sunflowers and threw them in a more suitable area. Pulled out some of the weeds, which wasn't too bad really. This area is not very weedy. So I'm going to try to put some more chicken manure over this, and possibly by next year might be adding some cow manure and some other amendments to this. So hopefully I will have a successful tomato harvest here next year. So right there was the zinnias, which did grow really well actually. Okay, so you see how these pieces here are pulled out, and a little bit of trash. I pulled out of that little corner section there, and I've started composting in that area. I have some sticks in the back to kind of break down basically the hygge culture. The white is the eggshells, and I still have this area to do, and I have this bush right here that keeps trying to come back, which is driving me insane. But anyway, I'm trying to work on this. This is what I've accomplished so far. I need to get the trash bin dragged back here so I can throw some stuff away, or get a lawn size trash bag or something. Anyway, there were some rocks from when they had originally put this in. I'm going to save that for some area in the yard. And hubby did manage to get some more tires, so I will definitely have a tire garden next year. Let's see, how many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 tires now. So I'm going to have tire raised beds, then this cement bed, my 2 planters, my 2 long planters. That area looks a hot mess. And then my small bed, which I usually use for onions. And that back area I'll probably use for sunflowers next year. And then of course my pot garden. I'm going to throw some of the pots away that are trying to come apart on me. I will obviously reuse the soil, but amend it with some good stuff. And so this is what I have going on in the garden. Miley came to visit. I'm working until it gets warm outside. Hi, Miley. Say hi. Say hi, Miley. Say hi, Miley. Say hello. Ah, there you go. You said hello. Awesome. You're a movie star. You're a movie star. You're a star, Miley. You're a star. Okay, so I have my banana peels that I have chopped up, and I'm going to, this is the post that the tomatoes are supposed to grow on. I'm going to dig about right here where the plant would go, and I'm going to bury these banana peels right here. I'll probably do another section over here as well. about where I would actually be putting seed. And this will be breaking down during the winter. And hopefully this will bring me some nice rich soil for the spring. So I'm just going to add some in here. And bury that. Add some in here. And bury that. Then I'm going to reach over here. We're on this side where I would be burying a seed. And I'm going to put some more. And Miley's in my way, so she's trying to see if she can make it difficult. All right. And then I have a little bit left. I'm just going to kind of dig in between where I usually put flowers or basil. And I'm going to bury a little bit over here as well. And I'm just going to continue to do stuff like this throughout the fall up until the time it gets cold. I have a few months here. Let's see, it doesn't really get cold here till October. So I have September and October. So I have a couple of months left to continue to amend the soil in this area. And of course I can still do it in the winter. It's just, as it gets cold, I'm probably going to want to spend more time inside. But as soon as it starts to get springtime, I will start getting the itch for planting again. So why not get the soil ready now? Okay, so I'm out here doing some more amending of my soil. I have some banana peels I've chopped up and some coffee grounds with the filter right here. So I'm going to dig a hole right here and bury this. Now this is about where I would put my tomato seed for next year. So I'm going to put some of this in here. And I'm going to cover that up. And that'll rot over the winter. And hopefully make some nice moist soil. As you can see, I've been adding the chicken manure and the hay that goes along with it. And just burying different things in here. I'm going to shred some paper as well. And bury that in here. And when I'm finished with all of my amending that I want to do, I will cover this bed with a full set of leaves, which I already have leaves bagged up from the really bad hail we had back in May. I had hired the daughter to rake those leaves up for me and put them in bags. So I already have a leaf reserve. So I don't have to wait for fall to cover this up with leaves. I already have plenty. So I'm getting pretty close to done with this section. I still have a little bit more. I think a couple more days I'll have this section done and I can move on to the next section. But I asked hubby to start saving the coffee grounds for me in the morning and just putting them in a bowl, and I will bring them out daily. That way it doesn't get clogged up in the refrigerator and make a mess. Be easier if I just come out here and bury it daily. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So I have a little hole right here where hubby dug up the bush that keeps trying to come back up. So I'm going to have to fill this an extra lot with leaves and different things just to kind of fill up the gap here in this section. But as you can see, there's still plenty of room to amend this with leaves and different things. It'll be probably a couple of years before I get this totally to the top. And then I'll have to, change out the soil and stuff. But anyway, I still have plenty of room to work with now. So hopefully I'll have some beautiful tomato plants for next year right in this section growing up on these T-posts. So wish me luck. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys.